All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? I'm Anthony Alimo, here to you to broadcast some varsity boys basketball. St. Mary's against Kellenberg Firebirds here tonight. We got a good one. Also joining me is Sven Eisman at color commentating.
Good evening, Anthony. Here we go, getting ready for tip-off here at Brother Kenneth Robert Gymnasium.
Kuwar Singh tipped on that one, but Nicholas Spinoza won that tip. But now here's Bowl. Sean Bowl for Kellenberg. Pass into Spinoza. Over to number 12, Wilson. Daniel Wilson inside against Jovain Walters. Layup is good. Here's Nick Cham now, the junior, playing some excellent minutes recently as he's in the starting rotation. Kyle Jackson also starting out there for the Gales, as well as Jovain Walters, Josh Minton, and Kuwar Singh, the birthday boy. Here's Cham. Cham putting the moves on number 4, Brasky. And the money ball is good. Here's Spinoza now against Minton. Minton trying to intimidate him on the defense here. Inside to Spinoza. Layup against Kuwar Singh is good.
Ball's getting down there a little bit too easy. St. Mary's going to have to do a little bit more work to deny that entry pass. He's getting it in great position.
It scores 4-3 with 7 minutes roughly remaining in the first quarter. Cham against Brasky. Here's Cham trying to take it inside. Passes it to the open man in Walters. Walters, quick shot. No good off front iron. Singh gets that rebound. Here's Singh inside. Nice little strong take. No good. It appears he'll head to the line for 2. Team's first free throws on the night. Singh's first shot, no good.
St. Mary's seems to have the height advantage here, but 2 easy layups for Kellenberg. First 2 possessions. Guards are going to have to put a little bit more pressure on the ball. Stop those entry passes.
Singh's second shot ties the ball game up here at 4. Brasky passes it over to number 24, Latchman. In the hands now of Bowl. Sean Bowl taking it inside against Minton. Nice little glass shot, no good. Walter secures that rebound and passes it to Jackson. Jackson over to Cham. Cham, quick pull up 3. Money ball!
Cham start off hot out of the bucket here. 2 for 2 for 3. Looks ready to play.
Spinoza with those 2 easy lays early this first quarter. Latchman over to Spinoza. Spinoza wants to pass it to Bowl but doesn't. Instead, he takes it inside. Another attempt at a layup for him. It's no good, but the foul is called. As Spinoza heads to the line, this is Kellenberg's first meeting with St. Mary's this season. And what's been a sort of up and down season, even though it's pretty early thus far for our Gales.
Well, they're definitely in a transition period right now. They lost their starting guard due to ineligibility because he transferred in. He's been allowed to play in non-league games, but they're going to have to get used to playing with him. He was a big shooter, and now they're going to have to run the offense without him. Kellenberg putting in a little 2-1-1 full court press.
Jackson will inbound it for St. Mary's now. Gets it in to Singh, who passes it back to Jackson. Jackson trying to body him inside. Nice defense by Latchman here. Singh inside. Looks like he traveled.
Little shuffle of the feet. Had the shot right there. Kuwar Singh also coming off some early season shoulder and leg injuries, trying to find his flow.
Well, a first for me as a senior here at St. Mary's as a student, sophomores on a varsity team was unheard of until this year, really, for me at least. Walters inside open lane, nice little floater, no good, off back iron.
That's a good move to the basket.
Spinoza over to Bowl. Good screen there by Spinoza. Good steal there by Walters. Walters passes to Cham. Back inside to Walters. Under the basket
Nice
lane.
pass. That's a nice pass by Cham. Nice lead. Soft touch. Not an easy pass. It was in traffic. Good hands by Waiters.
Scores 9-0 with 4:30 remaining in the first. Here's Bowl against Minton. Minton playing excellent defense thus far this game. Here's Latchman. Latchman over to Bowl again. Bowl open. Layup in and out.
Nice outlet pass. They're on the run.
Minton inside. Strong take, but it's blocked by Latchman. Latchman inside. Nice moves. Nice use of the body to get that easy lay. Walters, good pass to Cham, to Singh, to Minton. Minton pull-up shot. It's good.
Kellenberg going to a 1-2-2 full court press after basket. St. Mary's did a nice job of dissecting it there.
Minton with a nice steal. Minton all the way. Gets the lay. Puts his team up by 3.
A little unfortunate there. He kind of just tapped it, went out of the gym. Not sure that's what he meant to do, but Josh gets a little delay of game warning there.
Bowl inside of Spinoza. Spinoza pull up. It's good.
Impressive by the big man. His first attempt from outside. Everything else has been going to the basket. Again with the 1-2-2.
Jackson to Minton. Minton the pull. No good. Here's Latchman now. Latchman, another 3. Oh, bang, it goes. Impressive exchange of points here recently. Here's Dravain Walters from the free throw line. Bank shot is good.
Game is starting to pick up now in flow. A little choppy in the beginning. Now they're starting to get their legs. Ooh. That might be Singh's second foul there. St. Mary's is going to go a little smaller with John Mayers coming into the game.
John Mayers, the senior on the team now, as you said, checking in. One of the seniors, that is. Spinoza outside. Shot is just under the air ball. But that was a nice rebound by Brasky. Puts it back up and in. Walters at the logo. Walters inside. Minton almost lost it there, but a nice pass to Cham. Cham, little floater. It's good. Oh, it's not good. Sorry about that. From our angle, it looked clean, but it was just off left iron.
Kellenberg playing that 1-2-2 full court press. St. Mary's has been pretty good in breaking it in the middle to Dravain Waiters, but I'd like to see him come to the ball and get it. He's kind of fading away from it, catching it still. I don't want to see one of them Kellenberg kids see cut right in front. Got to come all the way back to the ball.
Jackson's first opportunity at the line, no good, but he'll get one more shot as number 31, Sean Wilcox, checks in for the Firebirds. Spinoza coming out off of the great 6-minute performance he had early in this first quarter.
Coach not too happy there. Might have been that air ball that was on the 3. I don't know.
Jackson's second shot was good. And here's Brasky against Minton. Good tip away by Cham, but it goes back into the hands of Cosgrove.
Good ball pressure by Marys.
Latchman, Mayers against Latchman. Mayers playing a good brand of defense here, but here's Cosgrove for 3. Bang! Here's Cham. Minton takes it near backcourt. Back to Cham. Cham against Cosgrove. What's he going to do with it? 1:46 remaining here in the first. Mayers tries to take it inside, pass out to Jackson, corner three, it goes! Impressive movement there by Marys to get that easy setup.
St. Mary seems to be dialed in at 3 right now.
Here's Brasky. Brasky inside. Oh, the nice little put up by Wilson and one.
Wilson did a really nice job protecting the ball with his body, took the hit, and still had good enough control to complete the 3-point play.
Wilson's first attempt at converting that and one, no good, and Minton secures that rebound. Here's Cham now. Cham back to Minton. Minton's three, no cash on that one. Brasky gets that rebound and takes it coast to coast. Here he is in the pass to Wilson. Oh, that was Cosgrove, my fault. Brasky inside, looks like he wanted to pass it, but it's a travel.
I'm not crazy about Mary's offense right now with only one big man in there. They're kind of playing 4 men on the perimeter and just Jovain Walters inside. Not going to make for many offensive rebounds.
Well, arguably, you could put Jackson down low to sort of play a 4 position, but let's see what they do here. He's on the perimeter currently. Here's Cham inside. Cham the floater, no good. Walters pulls down that
strong rebound. Good job there by Walters. Strong rebound, got it right back up quick.
Bowl against Cham.
We got 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Latchman shot, no good. Minton, nice hustle to get that to his teammate Walters. Cham pushing it over to Minton. Minton back to Nick. Nick Cham. He's got a man open in John Mayers. Mayers by the 3-point line. Cham back to Mayers. Mayers was about to pull it. Here's Cham though. Cham inside. Nice drive, but it's no good. Walters pulls down the rebound, puts it back up. No good. Walters another one. Quarter ends.
Jovain Walters want that one back. Had 2, 3 nice tips. Wants that one back, but a good competitive quarter here.
Score 23-21. Firebirds advantage.
Action definitely picked up in the second half of the quarter.
And Sven, what do you think Coach Lloyd would like to see out of his Gales this next quarter?
Well, I'm sure he likes their 3-point percentage. They're hitting the 3 really nice. I think at the defensive end they could put a little bit more pressure on the ball and keep them from penetrating. They're getting a lot of good looks at the basket inside the paint, making for a lot of easy shots.
While we have this free time between quarters, I'd like to give a thank you to all of our broadcasting crew. Sven Eisman on the mic with me for this half at least. Dalen Cook on camera, and Phil Sutherland with the tech.
Gotta get the camera crew in here.
And so the second quarter begins. Nick Cham, deep 3.
Way behind the 3.
Maybe not the smartest move there, but Jackson pulls down that rebound. Jackson coming away with it. Cham has it by the line. Mayers for 3. Oh, just off right glass. Wilson inside. Nice scoop layup. Puts his team up by 4. Minton trapped by the Firebird defense, and it looks like it'll be going blue way.
I think that's a good call by the ref. It was off the fingertips of White. Jordan Rankin coming in for the Gales.
Here's Bowl now. Inside to number 14. At least that's who what it was intended for. Byzanthi. Rankin inbound that to Cham. Cham to Minton. Minton inside. Strong take. And one!
Good move.
Josh Minton, of course, one of our sophomore varsity players. What do you think of the play you've seen out of him this season?
He's got real good movement to the basket. A little bit difficult to defend also because he's a lefty. A little unorthodox.
Minton connects the N1. Bowl here against Cham. Inside to Byzanthi. Over to Wilson, but it's taken away by Rankin. Jordan Rankin.
Good pass by Rankin to get it up ahead of the field. Good unselfish play by Jordan Rankin.
Good screen there by Wilson to set up Bowl. Back inside to Wilson. Great defense here by Rankin and Cham. Cosgrove for three. Over the hoop.
This last minute and a half has not been Kellenberg's best offensive sets. St. Mary's getting a lot of hands on loose balls. Again, setting up the 1-2-1-1 full court press.
Rankin over to Minton. Minton over to Cham. Cham himself calls the timeout. Score is 26-25. Exciting, close game here as we begin the second.
That second foul by Kawar Singh was a big foul. We've got 6:25 left in the second quarter. I wonder how long coach is going to keep him tied to the bench. Only getting 5 fouls, correct, in a high school game? Probably does not want to let him pick up that third in the first half.
Cham calling the plays for his team now. Rankin prepared to set the screen, but it's over to number 30, making his first appearance in the game, Alex Longworth. But here's Wilson inside. Whoa, Wilson slipped a little bit. Might have a wet court on our hands.
I don't mind that foul. Kellenberg was getting too many layups. You're going to go in, you foul hard, you go for the ball, make him make the 2.
Alex Longworth making his first appearance for the Gales presently.
Not exactly the shot I want a guy coming off the bench taking a three-pointer from the corner. Rather see him get a little bit acclimated to the game.
On a side note, crowd attendance excellent here tonight. It's exciting as a commentator for us to be able to see this community come together in a multitude of ways.
Let's play on Tuesday night, school night. Not easy for everyone to get out here.
Minton over to Cham. Kellenberg running a press defense with the trap early. Oh, it almost paid off in their favor. Oh, it looks like Minton might have ran into the coach. Jack McCutcheon couldn't have been too happy about that. 6 minutes remaining. Kellenberg up by 1, 27-26. Here's Bowl. Nice screen by Wilson, but Bowl slows his dribble. Inside, Wilson spins around Rankin and gets the foul call.
I'm seeing a little bit of reach in there on the entry pass. You don't get that steal. You're giving him pretty much a lane to the basket.
Well, like we saw in that freshman game before, Sven, fouling turned out to be a massive problem as the St. Mary's freshman Gales wound it up in the bonus, or giving Kellenberg.
Putting Kellenberg in the bonus.
Yeah.
A lot of free throws at the end now.
As a more experienced crowd, they definitely don't want to make that same mistake. Wilson goes 1 for 2 at the line. Cham against Cosgrove. Cham putting the moves on him to Longworth. Longworth another 3. Oh, the shot was good, but it's a travel on Cham.
They kind of took a step into the shot. Nick Spinoza coming back into the game.
Here's Bowl. Inside to Wilson. Daniel Wilson free throw shot, no good. Longworth had that rebound, but knocked it out of his own hand. Amateur mistake for a varsity player.
He's having a little bit of a rough go over here. He'll come along now. Alex Longworth, a very good athlete.
Definitely a more consistent game for both teams here as we get into the meat of this second quarter, should I say. Spinoza, great move inside there to get that easy lay.
Had great post position.
Cham, long pass to Longworth, back to Rankin. Rankin's shot, no good, off front iron. Rankin gets his own rebound, though, and gives it to Cham. Cham's at the logo. Looks like Kellenberg's ready to double team him at a minute's notice. Cham calling the plays. Longworth trying to get open in that perimeter. Cham's had the ball for a little bit, but he's passing it to Walters. Walters over to Longworth against Wilson. End bowl. Cham inside. Pull up elbow shot. It's good.
I like it. It's good 2-pointer.
Well, that's what they need. They need easy communication to get those easy passes and, in turn, easy scores. Bowl now inside. Looked like it might have been a foul on Longworth, but Longworth gets that rebound. Cham tries to drive it inside, and he does. Glass shot, no good. Latchman prefers that rebound. And Bowl has it. Over to Cosgrove. Cosgrove not inside. Gives it to Wilson. Open lane. Nice defense there by Walters, but it'll be a foul. He'll head to the line.
It'll be interesting to see who they called his foul on. I don't know if it's... Yeah, I think they called it on 23. No, they actually called it on Jovain Walters.
I'm not surprised there. He was right in the path of contact there for Wilson. Wilson doing a great job of getting to the free throw line tonight. That certainly has something to do with him driving inside so frequently.
Very aggressive and strong to the basket. Kind of like a little bit like a bull in a china shop. Not your finesser. He's hard court, hard to the basket. I do like that St. Mary's is not, the last couple times down, they didn't settle for the 3. Got a nice elbow jumper by Cham and then missed a tough layup. That should open up easier shots for the 3.
Matthew Neary now in, and so is John Mayers for the Gales. Minton by the logo, looks at the clock, notices his time, and studies his options. Mayers sets the screen. Mayers open in the perimeter. Longworth, another 3-point attempt. No good, just a bit high on that one. Bowl over to Wilson. Wilson back to Bowl. Inside to Cosgrove. Cosgrove against Longworth. Cosgrove passing it inside to Wilson. Wilson against Mayers. Pass out to Bowl. Bowl, Neary can't stay on him. Bowl takes that shot, but it's no good. Walters gets that rebound. Walters into the hands of Matthew Neary. Neary over to Longworth. Longworth trapped on the perimeter. Neary. Longworth open. Bang! Cash money.
He's been waiting for that one. Almost like a set shot. He didn't even leave his feet.
Excellent movement there by Marys. Spinoza over to Latchman. Latchman, his 3-pointer right between the eyes.
Kellenberg's offense looks much smoother when Spinoza's in the game. Kind of running everything through him.
Mayers against Bowl. Mayers over to Walters. Walters playing at an unusual position at the perimeter. Minton's deep 3, also good. I may have to restudy my 3 multiplication table. This is getting a bit crazy with the long distance shots.
Kellenberg trying to go back door.
Latchman gets that nice contested lay. 2-point advantage for the Kellenberg Firebirds. Spinoza takes that one away from the pass of Minton. Bowl Over to Cosgrove inside to Spinoza. Spinoza trying to put the post moves on him. Passes it way out of bounds.
Really good defense by Jovain Waiters there. Did not leave his feet and gave Spinoza very few options. Ends up throwing it out of bounds.
Cham inside, putting the moves on Cosgrove. Oh my goodness.
Oh, step back, deuce.
Almost made him touch earth on that one. Cham energized truly by that shot. And here's Bull, struggling with it by the perimeter. Inside to Spinoza. Spinoza against Walters, the post position.
Great job by Longworth. Oh, tough call. Longworth stepped in, took it away, but before the steal,
that's questionable.
Jovain Walters called for his third foul.
I'm actually surprised that foul wasn't on Longworth, considering the steal was taken away by Longworth. Walters' surprising foul call on that one.
I thought it looked pretty clean from Longworth. Something from behind. Kawar Singh coming back in for Walters.
Neary gets that rebound. Cham pushing it up now. Slows his dribble and considers what options he has. Mayers cutting. Mayers shot. J Money can't make that one. Longworth over to Neary. Great hustle inside the Singh.
Great hustle by Marys. From Longworth to Neary, keeping that ball in bounds and in play.
Mayers to Singh. Singh, three-pointer, no good on that one. Spinoza gets that rebound, and he pushes it over to Bowl.
We got under a minute.
Latchman against Longworth. Great tip away by Longworth. Cham.
Oh.
Cham in his attempts to get that ball.
That one could have gone either way.
That loose ball dive.
I think it's a good call, though. Good call by the refs here. Number 41 reaching in to get that. Good hustle by Nick Cham.
Here's Cham now taking it all the way inside. Scoop layup.
Impressive move.
Gives his team the advantage before halftime, but there's 35 seconds remaining. Let's see what the Firebirds can do. Bowl here. Over to Brasky. Cosgrove, Kellenberg running a weave here now, complete with some screens. Bowl inside, and one! And one as he'll head to the line to try to convert.
I feel like the ref gave him a little bit of a break there. I thought the foul might have been on the outside, but he gave him the continuation.
Cham now slows down the clock. They want to get it to as close to halftime as possible. Cham smothered by Cosgrove. Great defense here by Cosgrove. Cham. 3 seconds on the clock. Stops the dribble. Neary the shot. Buzzer beater, no good. It's just a tale of wasted time on that one. But we'll head to halftime. 1 point advantage for the Firebirds. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, I'm Anthony Alimo, joined by co-commentator Sven Eisman here. We got a good one, 39-38. Kellenberg advantage out of that first half. Here's Bowl inside to Spinoza. Spinoza, post moves on Singh, don't pay off that time as Walters gets that rebound. Walters over to Cham. Cham gonna push it past the logo. Cham pull up, no good on that one. It'll go out of bounds. It'll still be Mary's ball. Singh gets the ball on the perimeter. Over to Walters. Walters stuck with it. Pulls up instead. No good off front iron. Singh pulls it down instead. Walters inside. Too strong on that one as Wilson pulls down that rebound. Travel on Spinoza.
Gotta like how the big man got out on the break, but shuffled his feet when he caught that ball.
Jackson inbounds to Cham. 7 minutes remaining. Score is the same since halftime. Cham inside. Nice little take, but it's no good. Walters there to try to tip it back in, but it's no good. Walters picking up another quick foul on that one.
That might be 4. That is his 4th.
With 4, he's going to have to play extra cautious in these late quarters.
Oh, he will not be playing for quite a while. They're going to need something big now from Kawar Singh.
Jordan Rankin takes his place on the court. As Bowl has it against Cham. Backing down Cham on the three-point line. Wilson. Bowl again. Spinoza, nice take inside. Off again. Jackson pushing it. To start off this quarter. Layups have not been going down for them. Here's Jackson. Jackson inside. Blocked by Wilson, but it's over to Cham. Cham fakes it out. Over to Rankin. Rankin in the corner. Oh! Contort of the body may have went a little too far as he fell, but he'll go to the line, it appears.
He got a little lucky there. He was a little out of control, but he picked up the foul.
Rankin at the line. His first attempts on the night. First shot goes down as Sean Wilcox checks in for Nicholas Spinoza.
She knows that microphone is live.
Here's Bowl. Bowl over to Latchman. Latchman inside to Brasky. Brasky, nice moves against Minton, but it looks like it's a travel in the paint. Couple early mistakes here for the Kellenberg Firebirds. Scoreless this quarter.
There's only been one total point so far.
Rankin in the corner. Shot. No good off the right iron. Wilcox pulls down that rebound and passes it to Bowl. Wilson over to Bowl. Bowl inside. Pull up. Pass to Wilcox. Wilcox blocked by Singh. Great defense there by Kawar Singh, the birthday boy, to give his team the ball yet again. Minton inside. No good. Kyle Jackson couldn't put that one back.
Kyle Jackson has been very quiet tonight. Not able to get off good shots.
Here's Jackson over to Cham. Looks like it'll be a timeout for Coach Lloyd. So Sven, out of these next 2 quarters, what do you think Coach Jack McCutcheon wants to see out of his Firebirds?
I don't think he's happy that Spinoza's on the bench right now. Picked up an early foul. Looks like he's exhorting his team to take it strong to the basket. But they, again, kind of how the game started, a little bit fragmented here in the early going in the second half.
And with a tied game, you got to be curious as to how the game plan would be in terms of consistency, if it would change much. Rankin, pass inside, no good. The alley-oop attempt didn't work out in their favor that time. Here's Wilson. Mayers back in for St. Mary's. Latchman, elbow shot, goes down smooth as silk. Here's Cham. Cham against Brasky. Brasky putting in some good minutes in that first half. Cham putting the moves on him, however. Singh deep outside. Here's Jackson. Jackson sort of has an open man in Mayers, but I think he'll take it inside. Over to Rankin. Rankin inside to Singh. Over to Cham. Cham secures the ball and gets that easy lay.
Good patience there. Good patience.
Bull surveying the court. Latchman against Jackson. Latchman inside. Nice pass to Wilcox, but Wilcox wasn't ready for it. Jackson gets that ball, and the loose ball looks like it's going to be called jump for blue. Josh Minton checking back in for the Gales. Rankin comes out. Cosgrove coming back into the game as well for the Firebirds. 41 tied with 4:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Minton over to Singh. Singh back to Minton.
Don't like the call at all. Felt like he cut off his path. Contact was made, and I'm not going to call it a flop, but I don't think Singh initiated that contact.
Kawar Singh has 3 fouls on the night thus far. Both big men. Jovain Walters leaving the game earlier with 4. Reminder, you need 5 to foul out in this league. Kawar might have to play a little cautious if he doesn't want to check out of the game early. Here's Bull, however. Over to Wilson. Wilson secures it and goes inside. Cosgrove against Singh. Cosgrove, nice screen there by Wilson. Cosgrove open lane. Oh! Kawar smacked that backboard, but it doesn't pay off.
That's how you get a technical foul. You got to play a little smarter than that.
Cham, screen by Minton. Cham playing roughly on the perimeter this entire game. Singh to Mayers. Mayers over to Minton. Minton will take it inside. Nice little fake. The floater doesn't pay off in their favor. Jackson almost gets it, and it'll still be their ball.
St. Mary's is only down by 2 points. They got to kind of get their composure here. I kind of like how Matt Neary played in the end of the second quarter. I wouldn't mind seeing him coming in right now. Maybe just to kind of calm things down a little bit.
Cham inside almost had it, but he lost that one.
St. Mary's has had some tough, missed, pretty easy opportunities. The alley-oop, a layup right there. But only down by 2.
Cham focusing on the ball only as he plays that defense. Cosgrove open inside, easy lay. Too easy of an opportunity for Cosgrove there on that one. Here's Cham.
Good defense by number 4.
Kellenberg bench getting hype, as is the crowd. Mayers pull up 3. No good.
Good look.
Latchman inside. Good use of the hand movement.
They got the big man, Kawar Singh, guarding a guy up at the top of the key. It's leaving the basket wide open with nobody protecting the rim.
It's now a 6-point advantage for the Firebirds, 47-41.
I believe this is their biggest spread of the game.
And with this little bit of dead air, I'd like to thank our broadcasting crew yet again for this second half. Dalen Cook was on the cam that first half. Sven Eisman co-commentating with me, both halves. Bianca Briere, camera this half. And of course, Phil Sutherland with the technology. Here's Cham now as play resumes. 2:50 remaining here in the third.
Alex Longworth has entered the game. Maybe looking for a little offensive spark.
He definitely had his chances that first half. Wilson takes it away for Kellenberg. Bowl against Mayers. Mayers trying to get that ball away. Good stance here by Mayers. Bowl over to Lashman against Longworth. Lashman inside. Good tip away by Cham. It'll still be Kellenberg ball as Cham tips that out of bounds. Wilson inside at the elbow. Another strong take for Wilson. Good block there by Singh. Questionable though, although it looked like there was some contact. Another block by Singh.
They're going right at the big man. He has 3 fouls. Not a bad strategy by Kellenberg.
Jordan Rankin checking back in for John Mayers. Bowl over to Lachman. Lachman's 3. No good. Singh inside. Looks like it's an offensive. That's his 4th. Kawar Singh and Jovain Walters, the 2 big men on the team, both have 4 fouls. And Sven, how do you think Lloyd is going to run this here?
Well, he's going to run without either one of them right now. He's still got a couple of minutes left in the third quarter here.
And you're absolutely right as Jackson checks in for Singh.
Probably move Alex Longworth towards the basket.
There's the 2-minute warning. 47-41 still, Firebird advantage. Cosgrove inside to Wilson. Wilson and 1. Oh, excuse me, on that one, that was Brasky with that N1.
Brasky's kind of playing.
No, it was Wilson. Oh.
Is that Wilson?
Good Lord.
Kind of play that really gets under your skin. Very physical, puts his shoulder into you, but he's been very effective all game long, getting to the basket, setting screens, now going for a 3-point play.
Wilson's conversion, no good. As Mayers gets that rebound, Mayers will take it to the edge. Cham here. Cham looks like he's going to drive inside, but his opportunity isn't present. Mayers, good screen. Cham takes it inside. Mitten. Mayers was open at the perimeter, but Mitten takes it instead and it cash.
Big shot. They needed that.
Mitten cashes in that shot there.
Looks to me that Kellenberg's trying to double the ball when Cham has it. Get it out of his hands. Kind of like cut off the head and see if St. Mary's falls apart from there.
Longworth, good defense here, but the good screen by Wilson in return. Cosgrove into the hands of Bowl. Bowl against Jackson. Bowl shot no good. Mayers, another rebound for him on the night. That's 2 consecutive. Here's Cham. Cham pushes that to Mayers again. Mayers against Bowl. Over to the hands of Jackson. Jackson with 1 minute remaining. Over to Longworth. Longworth, what's he going to do with it? Mayers has it. Mayers putting the moves on Bowl. Cham. Cham backs up with it. Cham looks like he's about to pass it to Jackson. Takes it inside. Off-balance shot.
By Cham. I see it coming. They're going to put a little bit more pressure by doubling Cham in that 4th quarter. He's kind of been the focal point of the offense in this half.
And with that shot, he got it down to a 4-point lead. Brasky over to Lachman. Lachman.
Look familiar. They're going to the weave.
Bull has it on the right elbow as he gives it to Latchman. Latchman against Longworth. Good defense by Jackson here, but Cosgrove adds it. Wilson's shot, no good. Cham, strong rebound. He'll push that now. Where's his offensive opportunity? A floater at the elbow. It's good. Buzzer beater is good.
Did he call that? Off the glass? Did he call it?
I don't believe so. I didn't see any mouth movement.
6-0 spurt there by Marys at the end of the third quarter. Brings them back into the game. You know, when Marys has cut off the lanes to the basket, Kellenberg does not really shoot the ball that well from the outside. They've just been getting too many moves to the basket, possibly because they don't have the big men in there right now. Well, they got two big men. They each have one foul left. Anthony, any thought if he goes a little deeper into his bench? Elijah Williams or?
I'm looking at Brandon Marsh in particular. You know, Brandon Marsh, one of the senior captains of the team here.
A little energy?
I do think, although they've been playing with plenty of life, they need that little spark of hustle, and Brandon Marsh will be the key player to get back in that.
I also really liked how Matt Neary played at the end of the second quarter. Gave a good 4 minutes of controlled, energetic basketball, good defense. Let's see who they come out with. Big men are both still on the basket, on the bench rather.
Being on the basket is exactly what got them in this predicament.
Sham on the ball. You got to keep them away from the basket. No reach. You keep them outside. Too many.
Beautiful movement here by Kellenberg, but the shots are completed no good.
Again, their strength is not their outside shooting. If we can keep them away from the basket, St. Mary's can get a little run going here. Spinoza back in for Kellenberg. He's been a spark all game.
Definitely filling that center position correctly here. Cham telling Longworth to back down. Cham inside. Ooh, looks like there'll be a foul on the floor, even though that shot was good. Cham fell hard, as well as Cosgrove.
He's like Gumby. He just bounces back up. But you know that was hurt.
It'll be a possession foul here as Jackson will check it in for Marys. Minton over to Jackson. Jackson almost pops it. The Weaves attempt is given to Cham. Cham is at the logo. 7:20 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Cham over to Longworth. Longworth, no good. Too far on that one.
I thought Sham had a little path to the basket there. I was surprised he gave it up.
Bowl. Looks like he wants to get the pass inside to Spinoza and does. Spinoza inside. Fouled by both Longworth and Jackson. But let's see who the foul is on. Oh, it looks like it'll be on Longworth. Longworth sort of having to fill a big man position here with both starting big men on the bench.
Looks like Jovain Walters getting ready to come back in.
And with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth, how much could you really?
They're gonna need some help down low with Spinoza. He's kind of a handful whether Walters or Singh is on him.
Spinoza's second shot, no good. Cosgrove over to Latchman. Latchman over to Bowl. Bowl inside. Jackson inside to Walters.
Got a break going here.
Mayers for three. No good. Here's Bull. Bull against Cham. What's Cham going to do with it? Spinoza Inside to Lashman. Great movement.
Nice play. Cut around a high post screen and got an easy layup.
Cham looking to close this very small gap. Inside he goes, over to Mitten. Mitten. Over to Mayers again. Mayers not having his best night from three. Inside to
Nice
Walters.
pass.
Walters, nice post move inside to get the hook.
He had good position down low. Mayers found him.
Bowl inside to Spinoza. Spinoza back to Bowl. Wilson against Mayers. Mayers
Got away with a
pressing.
little elbow there.
Looks like that'll be a foul on Mayers.
Again, Wilson, number 12, playing with a lot of physicality here.
Brasky checking back in for the Firebirds. Spinoza coming out. Brasky playing some great basketball in the third quarter as well as the first half. And Spinoza as well. I'm curious as to why Coach Jack McCutcheon took him out of the game, especially in crunch time. Latchman, the three-pointer. Cash money. Gives his team a little cushion by 5 points. 54-49, 5:30 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Cham inside, over to Mayers. Mayers over to Minton. Minton's three. No good, in and out. A little toilet bowl there. Bowl inside to Wilson. Wilson double teamed by Cham and Mayers. Brasky, hesitant to take the three. I don't blame him. Brasky over to Bowl. Bowl back inside to Brasky. Brasky post moves on Walters, and it goes. Puts his team up by 7. Kellenberg's largest lead of the night. They have it right now.
In that third quarter, Brasky also gave Nick Sham fits on defense. Played really good D, keeping in front of him. You got to figure Nick Sham, I don't think he's come out for a minute yet. He's got to get in a little fatigue.
Jackson checking it in for St. Mary's now. Over to Mayers. Mayers takes it back just a little bit. Checks his options and gives it to Cham. Nick Cham playing an excellent brand of basketball here for the Gales, certainly being a facilitator. Jackson has a quick move inside.
Really nice move, couldn't finish.
Too strong on that one.
With the putback. It's a good move by Jackson, though. Let's see if we can get him going.
Brings it back to 5 points. Defense chants erupting here from the St. Mary's supporters. Here's Brasky, doesn't pull the three, instead tells Wilson to cut. Wilson doesn't really have that opportunity though.
24, the big three-point shooter for them.
Wilson hesitant inside, taken away by Wilson. Calls timeout, great play there by Wilson. 4:09 remaining here, 56-51, Kellenberg advantage.
Number 12, he is a scrapper. Got a 5-point game, just about the 4-minute mark. 4:09 left in the fourth quarter. Got a little blood issue going on with Spinoza. Coming back in with Jack Cosgrove. Refs consulting here. Did they change the call? Give it to Kellenberg. I think that was the right call.
A little bit of call changing here. Bowl passes it to Wilson. Wilson tries to find the open man in Brasky down low, but it's no good. Jordan Ranking in for the Gales now. Great defense by Mayers. Oh, Brasky, great hustle. Brasky, a jump ball. It'll be St. Mary's possession. Walters checking in for St. Mary's and Spinoza checking in for Kellenberg. Excellent mop work by Mr. McCardle there, making sure our court is clean for the players. Mayers now over to Cham.
5-point lead for Kellenberg. Under 4 minutes in the game.
Mayers against Bowl. Mayers had a couple of shots early in that first half, but now here's Cham. Cham, elbow shot, it's good.
Nice move by Sham.
Oh, questionable play there.
I think he got both feet in.
Here's Cosgrove, Wilson, Spinoza. Spinoza couldn't get the pass to Latchman.
Good decision, though. Good decision.
Bowl, 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Spinoza against Walters. Wilson, double teamed here. Latchman, screen by Wilson.
Oh! Yeah, he knew it. He knew it.
Latchman
Carried the ball there. He knew it. Three-point lead.
Here's Mayers. Mayers screened by Cham. Mayers trying to open himself up, but gives it to the big man Walters. Walters, the post hook. No good, off run iron. Can't secure his own rebound as Wilson comes down with it. Oh! Oh, let the bodies hit the floor. It's Kellenberg's ball.
There was a lot going on in that corner.
Cosgrove over to Spinoza. Spinoza, arguably the star player on Kellenberg here tonight, doing an excellent job at that center role. Wilson inside against Mayers. Great defense by Mayers and Jackson. Walters secures the rebound. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson will slow down his dribble with 2:30 roughly remaining here in the final quarter. Jackson pulls the three. Can't go. Walters, good rebound. Walters will put it back up. Good post hook. Brings it back within one.
You know, getting a little tired of some of this flopping by Kellenberg. It's been a physical game all game here. Spinoza trying to draw an offensive foul. Same with Wilson, been going down to the floor a lot lately. Play physical, play fair. St. Mary's down by one.
It's always exciting as a commentator. Sven, I think you would agree when the crowd gets involved or when the cheerleaders get involved or when even the benches get involved.
Gotta love it when the last 2 minutes matter.
That's certainly true. In terms of broadcasting purposes, I think this is definitely the most recent close game we've done so far in terms of 1 point. This could very easily come down to a buzzer beater or perhaps even overtime.
How do you feel about triple overtime?
I'd always be all right with it.
St. Mary's comes out with Mayers, Walters, Jackson, Sham, and Josh Minton. Kellenberg will inbounds.
Cosgrove over to Spinoza, who gives it back to him. Good D here by Walters. Cosgrove against Mayers. Latchman over to Spinoza. Inside to Wilson. Open, man. Too easy.
Good job by Spinoza, but looking over the court, found the easy open man underneath.
This late in the game, they don't want to give up any opportunity like that. So here's Cham in response. What's he going to do? Pulls back. Minton doesn't shake the three. Instead, he pulls up. Shot no good. Spinoza gets that rebound after a couple of bounces. Kyle Jackson's first foul on the night comes here late.
But that is team number 7. That puts Kellenberg in the 1-and-1 penalty.
Sven, what do you think the chances are of a St. Mary's rally to tie it up here?
Well, Kellenberg has not been great from the outside, and they're going to get some foul shots here, so I still think St. Mary's has a good opportunity. They do not have to rush for threes, though. Still plenty of time in the game.
Walters gets that rebound off of Spinoza's miss. Cham here. Cham, floater, inside, off right iron.
Not a good shot. A little forced.
Bowl over to Cosgrove. Cosgrove, Spinoza pulls back. Looks like he was going to take the three. That should have been a travel, it appears.
I think Kellenberg got away with one there.
Wilson inside. He's open. 1 minute remaining here, and that's a reach call on Cham.
See, the worst thing about that walk, it was at the top of the key, no one around him, and he took 2 steps. It was a hard one to miss there. Yeah, we're 1-on-1 here at the line.
First shot for Bull was good, and John Mayers checks in for Jovain Walters. What do you think, Sven? Smart move of Lloyd to take Walters out this late?
I'm kind of curious on that move right now.
Bull second, no good. Mayers pulls down that board. Oh, looks like it's a reach by Bull.
Is that on St. Mary's or on Kellenberg?
I believe that's Kellenberg foul. St. Mary's possession. Jackson will check it in. 57.7 seconds remaining.
It's still plenty of time in the game. It's almost like they're coming out there with their 3-point shooting team, which still have a minute left in the game. Only down by 4.
Cham here. I wonder what the game plan will be as Cham whips it over to Longworth. Longworth for 3. No good. Off the top of the hoop. Not the shot they wanted. Oh, that's a travel. Crowd certainly letting the refs know of that. .40 seconds remaining. Jovain Walters and Jordan Rankin check in for Josh Minton and John Mayers. Cham inside. Nice opportunity. Oh, looks like it'll be offensive. Oh, questionable.
Called it offensive. I wasn't really sure, but
it had appeared that Cham moved in such a manner where it could have been either.
Yeah, he contorted his body into a weird direction. I kind of like the call, though. I think the guy had position. As long as he wasn't under the basket, I thought he had position before Cham went up.
It's the fastest game I think we've ever done.
St. Mary's home gym, though. Still in the game. 3-point shot, still alive, only down by 4, but they do need to stop.
And this certainly isn't the last of our winter broadcasts. We got a couple of games coming up this month as well as the beginning of February.
Well, Anthony, tell us, what do we got coming down the pike? You have your list with you there?
January 15th, next week on Tuesday, which is today, a week from today, should be another double header, if not triple. And I believe we're going to get some girls action later this month towards the 20s, as well as the boys' senior night, February 8th.
I'm looking forward to seeing the girls play. They recently had a really tough time over the breakdown in Virginia, but have come back to trounce Holy Trinity and Kellenberg in their first 2 league games.
St. Mary's Lady Gales basketball at least winning their game today against Kellenberg at Kellenberg.
Kellenberg inbounding under their own basket.
Spinoza smothered right off that inbound.
Good job by Longworth, getting a quick foul.
Sends an inconsistent free throw shooter to the line on that
He
one
has
as well.
been tonight. And they are still in the 1-1. Actually, that might have knocked them into the double bonus. No, it's 10.
First shot for Spinoza is good. Spinoza's second shot, on the contrary, no good. Looks like that'll be a foul on Wilson as Zervain Walters try to pull down that rebound.
Not a smart foul. Stops the clock. No shots though.
Longworth checking back in. Sven, like you said, maybe perhaps running a three-point lineup here. Trying to get those quick buckets. But with 36 seconds remaining, you have to wonder if that's really necessary here as Cham puts the moves on Brasky over to Mayers. Mayers three, no good. Kyle Jackson over to Longworth. Longworth over to Minton. Minton back to Longworth. Longworth stumbles with it and gives it to Jackson. Jackson heaves up the three. It's no good. Oh, great play by Cham to get it off the foot of Wilson, but it's still Kellenberg ball. 10 seconds remaining here, and it looks like it's garbage time, ladies and gentlemen.
Quite a frenzy there at the end.
Well, you certainly have to give credit where credit is due. Great offensive play all around, especially inside by players like Wilson and Spinoza for Kellenberg all night. But also, St. Mary's definitely has some lessons to take away from this loss in certain respects.
Well, they didn't get a lot of productivity from anybody other than Nicholas Sham. Not a lot, and Jovain Walters playing down low. Most of their other three-point shooters got a couple of sparks from Josh Minton.
To a certain degree, it was certainly another story of fouls. Cham's three-pointer no good on that one, and the clock winds down, and that'll do it. Kellenberg energized off this W. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how the night ends. For Sven Eisman, Bianca Briere, Dalen Cook, and Phil Sutherland, I'm Anthony Alimo. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you again in the near future.